3 magnificent RCs you can build yourself. 1 chassis, 3 drivetrains, 3 bodies, and 3 unique purposes. This is RC Art, and these are the $100 trio. Let me show you why these cars are special. All 3 share the same DNA. Each one started from a WL Toys 284010 chassis. The Subaru kept its all-wheel drive system, now with a longer wheelbase for rally precision. And excuse the dirt, this one's already seen action through gravel and even wet pavement. If you want to watch it tear through that, I'll drop the link down in the description. The RX-7 was converted to rear-wheel drive, born to drift. And the Integra went the other way. Front-wheel drive, built for grip and speed. As for their looks, each one borrows from a scale model legend. Tamiya's 2005 Subaru Impreza WRC, Aoshima's initial DRX7 FD3S, and Fujimi's Spoon Integra Type R DC2. For the Subaru STI, this was the trickiest and most challenging build of the trio. The idea came from Zeus Garage. The stock has a 98mm wheelbase, while the STI body sits at 106mm, so I needed to add 8 more. I started by cutting the base in half. Since the model I had came with a heatsink screwed to the base, I drilled a new hole on the other half exactly 8mm away from the original one to serve as the first connector. Then, I used a scrap plastic piece as the second connector. Precision matters here. Make sure you are really adding 8mm to match the 106mm wheelbase. To extend the drive shaft, I used a 100mm gear shaft and a metal gear drive shaft. I also reused a spare motor mount from my old K989 because the new mount only fits the newer, beefier shafts. After cutting and filing the 100mm shaft to fit the metal gears, the finished length came out to 94mm. That's exactly 8 more over the 86mm stock. Then, I cut the upper deck in half and used the receiver as the bridge to connect it together, with of course an added 8mm length. You can also add a gyro if you want. I only use one to help with stability. With that, the chassis extension is now done. For the Mazda RX-7, it's simpler but a little tricky. It runs a 101mm wheelbase and it needed more steering angle to really drift like it should. If you think about it, I could just move the rear diff box backwards because as we all know, the K989 is extendable to 102mm, but with the new ones, you can't switch the gears anymore because of the new beefier drive shafts. So, to make it simple, I moved the front differential box 3mm forward instead. That meant drilling new screw holes for it, removing the differential entirely, and trimming the diff box to give the steering rod more freedom to move. I also removed the CVDs from the front axle since the RX-7 will be fully rear-wheel drive. To allow more steering angle, I converted it to a monoshock setup. Then, I stacked extra plastic pieces to extend and move the servo arm forward. After that, I drilled a hole in the steering rod to connect the pull rod. It looks a little messy, but it's functional and that's what matters. Since the front end is basically hollow after removing and trimming the differential parts. To balance it out, I added 2 5-gram weights up front as counterweight. The rear is packed with heavier components, so extra weight helps bring back control during transitions. Finally, I cut the drive shaft, making the RX-7 full rear-wheel drive, just like its counterpart. For the Honda Integra, this one's the simplest of the three. It also runs a 106mm wheelbase, but to make it front-wheel drive, you just need to remove the rear CVTs and differential, then move the rear differential box backwards, just like what I did with the RX-7 but to the rear instead. Then it's done. A clean front-wheel drive build. Each one a reflection of what RC Art stands for: creativity, precision, and passion.
Oh yeah!
Because at the end of the day, it's not just about building RCs. It's about building art in motion.